Hello and welcome to the Jonathan Micah Show. Today I'm going to be talking a little bit about protein shakes. Now, what protein shakes do for you is right after you're done with a workout, it replaces all the protein you need in order to build your muscle back. If you can envision a brick house just being demolished and then right after that workers coming and building it back, that's essentially what protein is. They're the building blocks of your body, okay? Everything in your body needs protein, and this is why we replace it, so that either we could be stronger or we could at least get back to normal, okay? So right here what I have is I have whey protein, whey chocolate protein. Doesn't really matter what flavor you get. It's more of a personal preference for you. But what you do want to look for is your branched chain amino acids, your BCAAs. Those are going to kind of help with the glue to putting those bricks back in place. Now, if you're just entry level to doing protein shakes, complete novice, and you don't want to mess this up, not like you really can, but if you really wanted to get baseline here, all you would do is you would add water to the whey protein, shake it up, gulp it down. Now, you only need to mix it with about 8 to 6 ounces of water, so I'm sure you could choke that down if you really absolutely did not like the taste. If you wanted to get protein shakes, but taste was a priority to you, you could certainly go to like a dessert style type of whey protein, and then that'll taste better and you won't have to choke it down like I was mentioning before. Okay, so that's the baseline. If you want to get a little bit more in there, you wanted to add some milk. A lot of people add milk. Some people are lactose intolerant, but like that milk taste, your next best option here, what I use is light vanilla soy milk. Okay, what this does is it adds a little bit more rich texture to it, a sweetness with the vanilla, and overall is better because it's lower in calories, it's lower in cholesterol, pretty much lower in everything. And it really, like I said, for those lactose intolerant people, really helps you out in that department because it'll keep you away from that bathroom. It is cholesterol free, which a lot of dairy products aren't. So that would be the next thing that I would add in. Now as we start to get into harder, more difficult workouts ranging in the half hour to 45-minute mark, we're going to start to want to add some other things. We're going to need to add something to sustain our bodies, something like an almond or peanuts, some kind of nuts in there. That way the fat kind of holds you over. You don't get ravenous, an hour after, and then you start crashing. Okay, this kind of helps curtail some of that. So I would add in almonds. Of course, they're very lean, and you get all those proteins from the almonds as well. After that, now we're building up to a more difficult workout. We're talking an hour. We want to start using this as a meal replacement, maybe something to bridge us over a couple hours. Because right now, I just got done with my workout. I'm going to be headed to the mall, and I don't want to get in trouble when I'm shopping around and all of a sudden I start to get hungry, okay? I don't want to be stuck with a lot of those options, the Chinese food, the things that are going to range up there high in sodium levels. So what I want to do is I want to build myself a meal replacement so that I don't have that hunger. The first thing I'm going to start to do now is I'm definitely going to add my milk, my soy milk. I'm definitely going to add in my almonds. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in my milled flaxseed. And you could do a flaxseed or you could do an oil, but either way you're helping your body out. It's giving you your omega-3 fatty acids, which help with a number of things. Heart disease there's a lot of studies going on right now of the benefits. I'm sure you've heard them. You can certainly look those up and see if any of the ailments that you have can be cured by taking some omega-3s. And last but not least, the small and almighty powerful fruit, the blueberry. I got to tell you, this is probably one of the best things I stumbled upon, because as I'm getting older now, I'm realizing that you want to stay vibrant and stay as young as you can possibly be. And blueberries are great because they're the top #1 in antioxidant level, okay? So that means that they have more battles more against free radicals, and you know what, they just taste good. Wild blueberries are #1 on the list, and the next top fruit is a cranberry, and it's like half of what the blueberry has. So blueberry by far is the best for you. It tastes good, and I mean, you can't go wrong with it. So I'm going to mix these up. Quantities will make a difference in what you're trying to achieve. Obviously, if you do a light workout, you're going to go light. It doesn't make sense to eat and consume 450 calories worth of supplement in protein and the other things that I have up here if you only burned off 150 calories. So let's kind of use a little bit of common sense with that. But first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my protein, and it'll come with a scoop when you buy it. You won't have to do this. I buy in large quantities, so I happen to have my scoop already out. I'm going to dump that in there first. Secondly, I'm going to go ahead and throw just a little pinch of almonds in there. Not too much. Probably about, I don't know, half a serving size. And once again, this is all subject to you. If you really love almonds, heck, go crazy on there. It's up to you. All right, and then I'm going to pour about 3/4 of a cup of vanilla soy milk. It's going to settle in there nice. And another cool thing about soy milk is it lasts a lot longer than real milk, dairy milk, because it's not dairy. It doesn't have some of the fats in there that are going to cause it to go bad over time. I think this one, soy milk, will last you about 2-3 times as long easily. Next, we're going to go for our milled flaxseed. Going to get some of my omega-3s in here. I'm going to take a couple teaspoons. That's a serving size for them, for this product. Okay. Now there are some liquid flaxseed that you can get. I've read articles both for and against it. It's really, at this point, more of a preference for you. But I like the milled flaxseed. It feels a little bit more real than liquid, and with the liquid you really have to store it in your freezer in order for it to stay good. Okay. And here I'm going to go with my blueberries. This one is about a cup per serving, and it's only about 60 calories. And I'm going to go ahead and add that. And with that, I'm really done here. The only thing I have left to do is pop the top on. Now I keep mine frozen blueberries. You can certainly add fresh ones in there. If I added fresh blueberries, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw some ice cubes in there to make it like a smoothie. These are frozen, so I don't have to add any ice cubes. That's a great thing about it. Okay. Then I'm going to blend it for about 30 seconds, and then we're good to go. Here we go. Now if you come into problems here where it's really not mixing, then in that case you could add a little bit water and it'll start to move on you. This one I'm just going to slow it down a little bit, and then it'll start to move and start to grind itself down, and then it's a pretty good texture. I'm good with that. I'm going to go ahead and stop it, and I should be good to go. If you're a Ravens or a Vikings fan, these are perfect team colors for you. And even a Lakers fan, you know, you just got to throw a little yellow umbrella on there, and then you're all set to go. So here we have. It took me only a couple minutes to add all these ingredients in and blend it in. I'm going to take this shake, I'm going to finish it off, and then we're going to go shopping at the mall, and that'll hold me over for probably about 2 to 3 hours, and I'll get back here and have a normal meal. But once again, this is a meal replacement for me. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me at jhorton008@comcast.net, and we look forward to seeing you on the next program.